Hello everyone, it is I, Reverse, and welcome to the very first episode of Tip Time with Reversal. And Tip Time with Reversal is going to be a series that's going to be on my channel every Thursday. This very first episode is a little bit later because I didn't have the questions that I wanted to make an episode. But in Tip Time with Reversal, I'll basically answer your questions on any type of issue on Knights and Dragons, or something you might want my opinion on of a specific subject. It will be very clear when the episode progresses to you guys. I will be answering questions on Twitter, Instagram and YouTube by using the hashtag AskReversal. So if you by any chance have a question, you know, feel free to submit it. You make sure to also use hashtag AskReversal. It makes it very easy for me to actually find your question, and maybe I will actually feature your question on my video. So for today's episode, I actually decided to go with a very light start. We have a few very short questions that I can actually answer to you guys, so that way you guys actually get an idea about what I'm talking about when I'm saying Tip Time with Reversal. So I have 4 questions, 2 coming from Twitter, 2 questions coming from Instagram, and let's first start off with the Twitter questions. So first question comes from Leyson, and he's asking me, do you still get extra bonuses stats after level 100? I just noticed that everybody past level 100 still has the same HP. Well, I'm going to actually go a little bit more in depth with this question, if you actually don't mind. So to answer your initial question, after level 100 you'll be having the maximum amount of stats that you'll be possible of having. So 607 health, and I believe in 300 attack and defense on your main knight, and 230 something on your followers. So that is what you really want to be focusing on if you want to get the maximum potential out of your knights. Now, why do people level up above level 100? Well, first of all, I believe that if you want to get the maximum amount of armor capacity, which I'll show you, maximum amount of armor capacity is 122, you'll be capable of getting that at level 110. I also think that is also the maximum amount of 229 friends. Like over here I have 132 because of referrals, but 129 is the maximum amount of friends, and I believe at level 110 you guys will be having that. So why do people level up above level 110? Well, I believe it really depends on what type of person you are. Some people like to be very high leveled. It doesn't really add anything to the game. The rewards that you guys will be getting after level 110 are either gold, while most of the time you'll be getting I don't know, 10,000 gold or something like that. Then sometimes you'll be getting 1 gem, which really isn't worth the effort. And then sometimes you'll be getting 1 enchanted chest key, but you know, it's just 1 key. So I know it really isn't all that worth it, but some people really like doing that. So I really hope that answers your question. We're gonna be moving on to the second Twitter question, which comes from wow, what a name. XISuffolk8X. I believe that's the way to pronounce that. If I'm mistaken, I'm terribly sorry about it. Anyway, he's asking me, if you were to buy 11 chance chests separately, do you have less of a chance to getting an epic than when you buy a package of 11? Well, good thing there's a limited edition chance chest going on right now, the limited edition Carcosa chest, which guarantees a 4 times chance of getting a legendary or an epic. And the question is it worth it to do them separately or in a bulk? Well, there's a very interesting video by my good friend EpicGamingFTW, which I'll link to you guys in the video description. Basically what he's talking about is he buys 40 chests, and then he proceeds on buying 11, and then he buys 11 of them separately to check whether or not the chance is the same. And truthfully, I believe, and that's just an opinion based answer, I need to get that out of the way because a lot of people seem to think differently about this, but my opinion about this is that it doesn't matter which amount you buy. Of course, when you buy 40, the chance will be higher because you have 40 chests, but if you buy 40 chests separately, I still believe you have the equal amount of chance to actually get an epic or a legendary. So I really hope that also answers your question. And that being said, let's move on to the Instagram Twitter ask questions. The first Instagram question comes from Christian Jordan 22, and he's using hashtag AskReversal. I have 80 gems and I want to spend them so I can get the 3 times air fusion boost from Jampandas, which is the event that's ongoing right now, this one. But my older brother keeps telling me to save my gems so I can join his guild. What should I do? Well, truthfully, when you spend your gems, you'll be getting the reward, which is pretty obviously the case. But it really depends, what ranking your brother is with his guild, because if he's a top 25 guild, I can understand that he's saying that, but if he's like top 250 or something like that, I don't know if it's really worth it to spend your gems on that, because it is, you still get your legendary regardless. So it really depends on what you want to be using your gems on. If you're saying, I want those air fusion boost armors pretty badly and there's a chest ongoing, you might want to give that one a go, but I'm not sure what you guys think about that. I really, it is kind of a question that really depends on what type of person you are. Some people really wouldn't care whether or not they would be getting the reward, but it seems to me that you actually really want to get those air fusion boost armor, so I believe that you should actually give that one a go. And yeah, you can still do like video offers or something like that. I don't really get the idea that you spend a lot of like money on the game, so you might want to be saving up, but I'm not entirely sure. Like the gem pendants like event will be coming back like in any way, shape or form, and like let's say 1 month from now you will have this event regardless. So I hope that answers your question. Now the last Instagram question actually comes from darkprince_hunter, and he's asking me a very interesting question, and that's also the reason why I want to round off with this question. So first of all, he asked me, do you think it's a waste of time to get a 9 win streak on the arena by using that technique in which you have to wait till 1 minute left on your win streak and then attack again, and eventually you'll get the 6 times win streak by using the same thing, get the 2 last energy and the 2 keys? Well, let's move on to the arena and I'll break down what he's talking about. So first of all, if you go to the win streak rewards, when you get to 6 wins, you'll be getting 2 energy. The method that he's talking about is basically, let's go to a battle here. So if we were to fight this guy here from Elite franchise, Draconis, and I'm not sure if I'll be capable of winning. It seems like it's going well so far, but what he's talking about, if you're winning the battle, you actually be going on a win streak, and I think I'm gonna win this battle, which is pretty sweet. Okay, there we go. We won this battle right now. And there we go. So right now, we actually have a win streak ongoing over here. We got a 1-time win streak. Basically what he's talking about is when you get to 1 minute in your streak, you'll be using another attack. The reason for that is that if you on 25 minutes, like your energy, your arena energy will replenish every 25 minutes if it's less than 5 energy. So that means that by the time you reach the 6 times win streak, you will actually be having like the additional energy, and you can actually get up to 9 win streak. I would say it is definitely worth it. The reason for that is, if you actually do have the time to go for that, I would definitely advise you to go for that. First of all, you'll be getting a lot of like points in the arena, and second of all, you'll be getting like enchanted chest keys. Well, I actually, as a matter of fact, do have some enchanted chest keys, and I have 3 of them, and I'm gonna show you guys. Maybe we're gonna get something good, but I have no idea. So in this case, we didn't really get anything good, but sometimes you get 15 gems, so you might want to judge yourself if this is gonna be worth it or not. So I really hope that helped you out, Dark Prince Hunter. And that being said, these were the questions I had for this episode. So as always, make sure that if you guys have a question, to use hashtag AskReversal on YouTube, Instagram or Twitter, so that way I might feature your question. The next episode is gonna be on Thursday, so make sure you send in your questions before then, because like on Thursday I'll go through them and select the questions that I want to feature on Tip Time with Reversal. So I hope you guys enjoyed the very first episode of Tip Time with Reversal. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to send in your questions, and as always, make sure that if you guys like this video, to boom, give it a thumbs up. This is iReversal for Tip Time with Reversal and Knights and Dragons. I'll be signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one.